Well, I think this will be the first segmented video in a while, so let's get into this. Da, 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 da. It's the one and only Digo Double G. Snoop Dogg. The refs were decent except for that tripping call. That that needs to stop being tripping. Like the one they showed of Hashik, that was tripping. There was no play on the puck. But it seems like every time there's a play on the puck and it gets physical, the refs call a penalty. It's just a physical battle for a puck. I get player safety, but come on. It's still hockey. It's going to be a physical game. It's hockey. You can't completely eliminate the physicality of it. It's hockey. It's part of the game. It's going to start making guys hesitate to even make plays on the puck because you're penalizing them for it. And it's stupid. It's not just with goalies interacting with other players, it's players interacting with players, and just the weak clipping and hooking and tripping calls that have been going on all season. It's gotten a lot softer. And the fighting has been up. And this there's barely any fighting, it seems like, and this is a year where fighting has been up. And there were multiple times this game where the refs were separating guys after they were already going at it. Stop separating the guys, because then it's just going to get worse and worse as the game progresses. Let them fight that first time so they don't try to fight 2 or 3 more times and then a bench clearing brawl happens because everyone's mad. Just let them fight that first time and it's over with. So stupid. The refs just need to stop being soft. Goaltending, that Bernier, that wasn't Bernier's fault. That was terrible. What our defense they hung Bernier out to dry like a wet towel on a clothesline. That's terrible. What they did to Bernier. Our defense was terrible. On that one, it was just a wide open lane. Roenick should have been in covering the zone near the goalie. There should have been at least one more because there were 2 other players. I don't remember who they were. But there were 2 other players, and at least one of them should have came in on the left side of the goalie. You don't just leave a wide open lane. I don't know if that's more Blashill's fault or a player's fault. I'm pretty sure Roenick is pretty young. I feel like I saw him on the prospect list when I was looking at it earlier. Or I'm thinking of Rasmussen. But anyways, it could be a mix of both coaching and playing. From what I've seen with our players and our coach, yeah, that's the most likely scenario. It was a mix of both. But our defense should have been way better for the goalie. Also, Grice did a good job. I just want to say Grice did a good job. He did a very good job for coming in and there was such slow momentum. He did a very good job. Just need to say that. Our defense, like I said, just hung Bernier out to dry the whole game the whole time Bernier was playing. They hung him out to dry. It was bad. It was terrible. Yeah, I mean, I said most of what I think of the defense. It's just the zone and guys knowing where they're supposed to go, and guys just kind of going, seeing the ice, seeing where players are, and knowing where to go. Guys are struggling with that. I feel like Cider, even though he's younger, he still has a very high, ice vision. He can see a lot, and he has a high hockey IQ. So I feel like that's what Cider's also going to bring, and that'll help us. That'll help us a lot. But some guys just need to learn their positioning. It's hurting us a lot, and it's a lot of the younger guys, which makes sense. It'd be nice if we had a veteran defenseman who wasn't Mark Stahl and was actually good and knew where to position oneself when players were in a certain position, but Mark Stahl doesn't know how to do that because, I don't know, he just lost that ability as soon as he put on the winged wheel. I don't know. On to the next one. Offensively, we converted more than usual. I mean, it was nice to see Larkin get a goal, because usually he's the setup man. He's not much of a scorer. He's usually a setup man, and you can have a really good career being a setup man. And that's definitely going to be his role going on. But it's nice to see him get goals every once in a while, because even the best setup men get goals every once in a while. So it's nice to see him get that. I mean, I want Larkin to do good so bad. I want Larkin and Bertuzzi and Grice to do good so bad. I want a lot of our young defensemen to do good. I wanted John Morrill to do good. I hope he does good with the Canadians. I'm pretty sure that's where he got traded to. But there are a lot of guys on this roster that I just want them to be so good. I want them to be good so bad. I mean, Bertuzzi and Larkin... Bertuzzi I don't have to worry about that with. But Larkin a little bit and Grice a bit more. But I think we should definitely re-sign Grice. Like, give Grice another shot. And Bernier, I don't know if he's under contract next year, but bring Bernier back. But yeah, our offense was not the best, but it wasn't as bad as it has been. It was mainly the defense that killed us. In summary, blashill actually made a somewhat smart move, because, we pulled the goalie. I did think they were going to score on us. Excuse me. I did think that they were going to score on us, but we finally scored. I think that's only like the second time we've scored when we pulled the goalie. But we did finally score. It sucks, though, because he's going to think about that every time he pulls the goalie for the next, 20 more times. It's 1 in a 20 chance that we score by pulling the goalie. It barely ever happens. But, yeah. And then I did like that he waited to pull Grice until we had control of the puck. I thought that was actually smart. I thought some of the plays he set up seemed a bit smart. So he did a bit better job in this game. See, I can credit blashill when he does something good. I want to set the example that, I can credit him when he does good, and I'm going to say something when he does bad. I'm going to be even. I don't want to be a hater, because then I'm just going to have blind hatred and then make an uneducated decision on if he should stay or not. So, it's difficult, but I'm doing it. I'm doing a lot better than some Red Wings fans. But yeah, in summary, it's just this game was a bit better. It's just we got off to a really bad start. We'll see how the next game goes. I'm interested because they stopped a good amount of fights. It's going to be chippy. It's going to be real chippy. See you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny, and I'm wearing the Jakar Sampson jersey for the Pacers. Red Wings fans, if you watch basketball, watch Jakar Sampson. He is an enforcer in basketball. Very rare thing. But he's gotten into 2 fights this season. In basketball, that's a lot. Because Jakar Sampson is he's an enforcer. And he's fun to watch. See you guys next time.
Love on each other, as in, tell each other they love. I don't know, who the person is. So, the fuck you doing? The fuck you doing?